Hey, it's your girl, Delilah Fitness. So I don't have my mic today because I didn't charge it up. Didn't charge up my mic. Oy vey. Didn't charge it up. So I'm going to speak. I'm hoping that you guys can hear me. If you can, just put one. So I'm Delilah Fitness. I am a certified fitness and nutrition specialist. I have been in the fitness industry for well over 3 decades. 3 decades. Yeah. Time flies when you're having fun. So I love what I do. I am somebody who lives off of the raw vegan lifestyle. I'm 56. And for all those people that says that you can't build muscle on a raw vegan lifestyle, let's say that again. So for the people in the back that didn't hear me, the question a lot of people asked me was, can you build muscle on a raw vegan lifestyle? I've been raw vegan for 12 years. Let me hear that again. So that's all. This is all bing bing bing. This is all raw vegan. I haven't eaten cooked food in over 12 years. Haven't eaten 12 years. I'm not missing any protein. I haven't eaten animal protein in over 30 years. I don't plan in this lifetime and in my next lifetime to ever go back to eating any type of flesh. None. So I wanted to share with you guys, because I get this question a lot, especially from guys. Now, one of the reasons why I didn't engage in going raw is because I was a former bodybuilder. I used to consume the standard American diet. Also, what that entails is that I did a lot of protein. I ate a lot of chicken without the skin. I had the Met-Rex, the protein powders. I must have spent a week $200 at the vitamin shop. $200 at the vitamin shop, and a lot of that stuff I pooped out because my body couldn't take all of that synthetic fake chemicals. And I was doing the grilled chicken breast and the baked potatoes, the egg whites without the yolk, baked potatoes, not that much salad. I was more bloated with inflammation. Had a lot of mucus and inflammation. My body was not as toned as it is, but I was big. I was full of inflammation and waste. I had a lot of fecal matter in my colon due to eating a lot of cooked foods. I got to be honest with you guys. No disrespect. But it didn't work for my body type. I'm just going to say that. I don't want to ever... we have enough things that's dividing us in this world. We don't need food. I can honestly speak from my experience at 56 that my body is much more sleeker, sexier, and I have more energy. So I'm excited about sharing my experience. I'm going to let me put that out there so people don't say, well, studies have shown. My experience in this body, in this life, and what it has done for me. So what I can say, when I was eating the standard American consumption, I was sluggish. I was big, but I was puffy. As far as energy, I wasn't as efficient and fired up as I am now. My skin didn't have that glow because I wasn't hydrating my body on a cellular level. The water. So I'm hydrated from internal. I'm getting the water from the fruits and vegetables. And to be honest with you guys, there are times when I don't drink water. I get a lot of my water from watermelons, cucumbers. So I get the there's H2O and it's H3O. H3O is hydration on a cellular level. Your mitochondria, as opposed to H2O, it removes the water, the waste out of the body, but hydration starts on a cellular level. Hydration starts from internal. And I get a lot of people asking me about my skin. It's from the consumption of fruits and vegetables in its natural raw state. So that's what I'm saying for me about my body. So let's talk about the topic. Now the topic is about the gyms. Now I've been a gym rat. And if you guys go to the gym, you know what I'm talking about when I say I've been a gym rat. I've been in the gym since the 80s. Woo! I'm taking it back. Since the 80s with Jane Fonda and let's get physical. I was there with Jane Fonda with the leggings and everything. I was there. Back in the 80s, it was all about exercise, and it was new. It was, love Jane Fonda, got the exercise videos, So, yeah, I'm from the 80s. I was born in 66, so I'm from the 80s. So, exercising to me is a no-brainer for me. I've been athletic all my life. I've taken to exercise because I'm very physical. So I gotta be doing something, because if I'm not doing anything, releasing energy or doing something, I go into a state of depression. I have, when I was in college, I put on some weight. I wasn't working out in college. I took a break, 4 years of working out. Pizzas, burgers. You know how it is when you're in college. Living in the dorm. I didn't work out. Got into the rhythm of eating fast foods. Graduated, was overweight. Went back to the gym. Really depressed because of I put on a lot of weight. Wasn't comfortable in my skin. Didn't really feel good about myself. And I had as far as my blood sugar was up. I was going down that trajectory, and the thing is that what I most felt, really disappointed with myself is that I grew up in the church. So I watched people die of diabetes, and diabetes type 2 can be reversed. So I was going in that direction. I had promised myself as a child that I would be part of the solution and not go down that trajectory, that lifestyle, watching my people in my church, Pentecostal. So, went through a state of depression after college, and then, I graduated. I joined a gym, had to hire a personal trainer. I highly recommend a personal trainer, and I'm going to tell you why. I don't do my taxes. I'm going to just tell you. I do hire an accountant to do my taxes, and I keep him on a retainer. So I always have somebody to do my taxes. I personally, that's not my forte. If I was to do my taxes, I probably would get audited. The tax laws change. So for a lot of you guys that don't see the logic in training of hiring a trainer, it would actually cut out the guesswork. You're hiring somebody who has a body of work. Now, take from me, I've been in the fitness industry for over 30 years. I know, once I do a fitness assessment of you, I know what exercises work for you and what's not going to work for you. Every exercise is not for everybody. Now, you can hit the same body part. If I was going to do my biceps, depending on my condition, somebody may have a issue with their rotator cuff issues. There's certain exercises based on your condition and medication. Beta blockers that you should not be doing. There's certain exercises that the medication is going to really affect your movement and your kinetic chain. So I highly recommend that you guys please invest in yourself. I just hired a business coach. I practice what I preach. So I have an accountant on staff. I have a business coach. I need a business coach. I'm great with the exercise, but when it comes to growing my business, I have a blind spot. I just started doing the elevator pitch. I'm learning how to taper down and find my target audience. That takes, because what I was doing as a business owner, I was trying to get everybody as my client. Now everybody's not my client. I tapered down to my target audience. Why I'm saying that is that I invested in myself, and I practice what I preach. If I'm going to ask you guys to go hire a trainer, I'm gonna hire, because I have a blind spot in business. So I'm hiring somebody to help me with my business. So I've spent money, and I have a business coach now. You should and definitely invest in a trainer, because it cuts out the guesswork. I see a lot of people at the gym with magazines, and they're doing the same exercise from the magazine, or they'll come to the gym and they'll see somebody doing the exercise and they'll copy the exercise. Please don't do that. Don't do that. And I'm going to also tell you, when you go to the gym, especially my women, and you look cute with the outfits, guys are going to try to help you. If you're an attractive woman, guys, it's just a natural thing. Trust me. Guys are going to come up to a pretty girl and say, hey, let me help you with that exercise. But they don't know your history. They don't know if you're taking medication. They don't know if you have a tear in your shoulders. They're going to give you something, and usually some heavy weights, where basically you want to get the form. It's not about the weights, because you can load up later. But if you're loading up and you have issues, you could tear something. So be very mindful of who you get advice from at the gym. Please be mindful. There's so many horror stories at the gym. out of 30 years of being in fitness, I could tell you all of them. And a lot of them don't end up nice. So don't take advice from everybody. Hire somebody, do your fitness assessment, give them the 411 so they could design a program personally for you. Because you know what? You deserve it. Invest in yourself. Don't be cheap. Please don't. So we're going to talk about gyms. We're going to talk about the difference between working out at home and working out at the gym. Now, we had 2 years of being trapped in the house. Yeah. And who knows? We may end up going back there. We don't know about this winter, but we had 2 years of a pandemic. I got to tell you, the gyms closed down. People put on a lot of weight because they were depressed. I'm waving back. So a lot of people took the road where they kind of just, went through that depression. They didn't do anything. They stayed in the house and they kind of let depression suck up their life energy. What I did and what I have my clients do, we started working out in the home. Now, there's a lot of exercises you can do at the home. Tons. I have a home gym. I have my trampoline. Especially if you have knee issues, I have my trampoline. I got my weights. I got my yoga mat. I got my bands. And I got my weights. So I got everything. So you really need to just focus on, and you don't need a lot of space. I got a small corner in my house and I do my exercise there. It's a small corner, but I have it. The good thing I got to say about having the gym in the house is that it's a constant reminder that it's time to work out because it's right there. I don't have to drive to the gym. I don't have to go put my gym clothes on. My shower's right here. I don't have to bump into, you know how it is at the gym. I don't have to work in with this person, use the bench and they sweated on it. So I got all my personal stuff right here. I got everything I need. Now, with that being said, you don't really need a gym. I've been in the gym industry for 30 years and I'm going to say it. I can't tell you how many times that people bought a membership in January and they never showed up and they kept paying for the membership. One of the things about gyms, why gyms make so much money, is because of you. It's because you join a gym and you say, oh, I'm going to go tomorrow. I'm not going to cancel my membership because I'm going to use it. And you never really do. Some of you guys don't. So I highly recommend that you invest in a couple of pieces, or you can start off with your calisthenics, body weight. You don't really need a lot of stuff, and build up from there. Save money, go into the gym. You can do it. I do it all in the house. I get up and do it in the house. Plus, I train my clients online, and I train them at home. So a lot of my clients are executives and entrepreneurs. So they don't have a lot of time. They got to get in and get out. So that's important to and also with my clients, they're CEOs of companies and executives. They don't have the bandwidth to study exercise. They want to get in and get out. So I'm the one that is, when they basically, since they just follow the instructions. They just let me know. I'll do a fitness assessment. I do a fitness assessment every 6 weeks. Because if you're doing the same exercise every day for years in and years out, your body has plateaued. So your body is not responding because you're doing the same exercise with the same weight and the same order, and nothing comes from doing it the same. Insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. So you have to switch up every 6 weeks. Don't do the same exercise. Or change the intensity or something like that. But you got to change something in 6 weeks. Can't do the same thing. Take a week off and hit it again. Change your program. And I'm talking to you. You know who you are. You've been doing the same workout since 1974. It's ridiculous. Your body's not going to change. Another thing, and I'm going to get into another thing about working out is that there's no secret to it. A lot of people ask me about my body, but I work out 4 to 5 times a week. It's consistency and intensity, duration. It's consistency being the first thing, because I'm gonna dispel the myth of I may have the genetics, but if I don't use it, I will gain a lot of weight. I will suffer from certain inflammation. I will suffer from diabetes. Exercise is my medication. It's my religion. It's my church. It's the love of my life. I've had many loves in my life. They're gone, but the gym is still here. It's something that's consistent. It's my go-to. It relieves me of depression. It releases dopamine. The body does that feel good, that hormone. So working out and time for myself is self-love, self-care. I invest in me first. I always take care of me first. I am first in everything that I do. Everything I do. The first thing I do is take care of myself. I get my little lemon and water, and I do my workout. Get my workout on, then I train my clients. But I always get me in first. So you got to take care of you first. And don't be angry because you didn't invest in yourself. A lot of you guys are resentful because you've given to everybody, and you did not give to you first. So now you expect somebody to give back, but you're not even giving to yourself. So you're expecting, after you've given and nurtured somebody and they walk away, you get upset because you put all your energy in that person, you've invested in them, and they walked away. So invest in yourself first. So if that person walks away, it's whatever. It was great while it lasted, but I took care of me first. So it's a win-win situation. And I find it happens a lot. People drop the bomb on themselves. They drop the mic. They take care of other people. And even marriages, you give to this, you give to the kids, but the kids one day are going to grow up and leave. You're going to be an empty nester. You spent this time of neglecting your health, and now since the kids are gone, you stuck. See, if you would have incorporated and took care of yourself, self-care, you wouldn't be in that slump. You would actually be happy that the kids are leaving, so you can turn their room into a den or turn it into a gym. So it all depends on your perspective of reality, because you're not a victim. Nobody's a victim. We're willing participants. So whatever you put in, you get out. And I'm not into victim mentality, because that is low energy. That's hopelessness and depression. You don't ever want to feel hopeless. You know what I mean? Invest in you. Take care of you first. So as far as the gym, I've been in the gym for 30 years, over 30 years. I've been a fitness trainer. Worked at some of New York top gyms, like I said, Equinox, Reebok. What I found is that, this is the thing, what I found important about having my own setup in the house is that if something should happen and I got so addicted to the gym, what am I going to do when it closed down? Oh my God, I'm so used to the machines. Now, I'm not a machine person. And I'm going to tell you why. The body has a biomechanic. It has a movement. It has a flow. The flow of life. Like blood flows through your bodies, your arteries and veins have a flow. Even when you're breathing, the oxygen is coming through the lungs, the diaphragm. There's an energy flow. I don't ever want to be addicted to something, like if the gym closed down, or addicted to a machine. So I can't exercise because I need that machine. I need that machine. Now, what were we doing before machines? Before machines, people were working out. They wasn't missing a beat because there was no gym. Gyms are fairly new. Since the Industrial Revolution, it's fairly new. People didn't have gyms. In Russia, they do the kettlebells. Outdoors, people were going outdoors on the beach. People were picking up, lifting. They were doing it way before the gym. So I don't get stuck on machines. My body is a machine. And a lot of times when you're working on a machine, say I'm doing chest press on a machine, in the real world, your body doesn't work like that. Your body works as one team. It moves. When you isolate, you're on a machine, bottom line is that you're not firing up your core. You're not firing up your core. You're not firing up the connective tissues to stabilize you. So if I'm doing chest and I'm sitting on a machine that's got my back, now my back is not active. So I'm only doing what? No, that's not how the body works. So I want my body to work as one perfect machine. Yeah, because when you go into the real world, you don't say to the real world, well, I'm gonna do my chest today. I'm gonna pick up the groceries, and I'm not gonna do my back. So I'm gonna have a board. No, you want to really make sure that you are moving with nature. You're moving with nature. The body works as a team. The lungs work with the pancreas. Everybody is a star. The heart is not the only player. Without the lungs, without the pancreas, without the kidneys, the heart would cease to exist. It's a team player. You know what I'm saying? So with my body, every part of my body when I'm moving have to move like a team, like lunges. When I'm walking with groceries in my hand, that's a lunge. I'm balancing and stabilizing my core to lift my feet up off the floor to get to the next step. That's the real thing. That's the real life. So we have to be very mindful, or I'm inviting you to be very mindful to always stay connected to the purpose, why you're doing what you're doing. If you're doing what you're doing to better your performance in life, emulate life in the gym or emulate life at home. So I do certain things when I do my exercise that is going to prepare me for the real world. Like if I'm shoveling snow, a lot of you guys, little things like shoveling snow, you round off your back. So when you're shoveling the snow, you're pulling all of the back muscles instead of using more of your legs, squatting down, protecting your back. Those are the type of exercises that you should be working on to prepare you so when you go out and shovel snow, it's functional training. It's functional training. There's no place, unless you're going to be a bodybuilder, there's no place in the world you're just going to work your chest. And I'm just going to work. No, that's not how the real world works. So you really want to be more fluent and work the whole body as one team, including the connective tissues in the shoulders. A lot of people do shoulders. They don't work the rotator cuffs. They don't work the rotator cuffs. You guys work the big muscles, but you neglect the smaller muscles. So what I do with my clients is that we do a U-haul. So I actually have to clear their mind of all the stuff that they were taught in those magazines. Those magazines, those guys, most of them on steroids. You know, I get that they're selling you in the magazine, Muscle and Fitness, all that stuff. You know, a lot of those people are on sports enhancement drugs. A lot of them are. And you know that too. And a lot of the bodybuilders are having issues with their heart. A lot of them are terminated because their heart can't take all of the injections. So stop looking at those magazines. They're not real. Those people are not real. They're not real. They're not real. It's not real. I can honestly tell you, like 90% of them, those guys are fake. And it's all steroids. It's steroids. A lot of them are dying. Their heart is giving out and their kidneys are giving out. So a lot of them, I can't tell you, every time I look at YouTube channel, one of my favorite bodybuilders at young age, 20, 30, that the heart is exploding because the drugs are so potent now, as opposed to they was in the 70s and 80s. The testosterone are off the chain right now, and the body can't take it. The body can only take but so much, and the heart will, or the kidneys will just back up on them. So, you know, be mindful. Just be mindful and just ask yourself some pertinent questions, and also be a critical thinker. Not everything is what you think it is. It's a lot going on behind the scenes, you know, that you don't see. I have been in the fitness industry. I see a lot. So I can see what you can't see because I've been exposed to it. So that's why I never went that route. I was going towards being a bodybuilder, but when I seen and I was approached to somebody asked me about steroids, because they were like, you know, I was 20 then at the gym. They were like, you know, we can really build up a career. We could put you in the spotlight, Muscle and Fitness, but we need you to take Winstrom and Deca like steroids. And I personally declined the offer. It was a lot of money on the table. But due to people before me, and I see what it does, especially with women, the hormones. You see, I didn't want to go down that route. I wanted to maintain some type of integrity. And I didn't want to share with you and tell you guys that I'm natural, and I'm not. But I am natural. I'm so natural. I'm only eating fruits, vegetables, seeds, and nuts. No cooked meat, nothing processed. So I even steered away from the standard American diet, meat. Don't eat any of that, any of it. So I'm glad. I've been blessed to follow my heart, not follow the money, the paper, because money is not everything. Money's not. Integrity is, and that's what we need more in the world. People speaking and living their truth, and not being sidetracked from paper, because it's not worth it. It's not. And I can tell you stories. But so as far as the gym and machines, I work out with my clients using their own body, leverage their own body. Now I got to tell you, some of my clients have been athletes all their life, and they have a meniscus tear. So I pretty much do a lot of rehab. But once the muscle around it is fired up, we focus on bringing blood to the injured area so it can get some nutrients. The blood brings nutrients and remove a lot of the scar tissues with movement. Also with fascia work, we use the foam roller But it's a whole thing to that. But as far as the gym, I can honestly say I get some of my best workouts either at the park or basically indoors with my ball. A lot of you guys don't understand the power of this little ball right here and how it fires up the stabilizers, the core. Because a lot of you guys spend a lot of time asking me about six packs. Oh, how can I get the six pack? Oh, the six pack. But you basically, by sitting on a ball like that, this ball, and I do my chest press on this ball, I do my shoulder press, sitting on the ball stabilizes, it actually fires up the core so you can balance on the ball. Because even sitting on the surface that's not, it's not flat, so you have to balance yourself out. So as I'm balancing myself out, sitting on the ball and doing shoulder press, I'm working my core and I'm also working my delts. So there's a lot that you guys have not been exposed to when it comes to fitness, but it's a brand new day, baby. It's a brand new day. You don't need a gym. You don't have to spend all of that money on a gym. Spend that money on a fitness trainer. Get somebody who's certified, who can take you next level. Next level. It's all about next level. With my clients, I do animal flow, connective tissue, animal flow. We do a little capoeira, just movement. Flow, like you want to flow, because a lot of people are so bulky and tight. You really want to, like, I want my body to be soft like water, but strong like silk, you know. So it's strong, but it's soft, but it's not to underestimate me. It's like Aikido. It's a Japanese style of martial arts where you use the person's energy against them. So when somebody's coming at you with force, you just kind of move out their way, and their force they'll try to hit you and they'll fall on the floor. So I do like Aikido when I do the exercise is a whole body workout, but it's gentle on the connective tissues and it flows. So it strengthens the connective tissues, helps out with blood flow, and also strengthens and feeds the bigger muscles, and you get the toning. But it's a whole new technique. Fitness is changing. People are doing like qigong. People are doing more mind-body exercises, not just how big my biceps are. It's not very Neanderthal anymore. People are more in tune to their spirituality, and as far as what you see in their spirit, their aura is what you see in their body. So I invite you to really take this time to reassess how you see fitness and how you approach and love your body. So once you see it where it's like, oh, I'm a failure because, you know, and we live in a world of competition. You're not competing with anybody. I'm not, and that's why I don't do competitions as far as bodybuilding, because I'm not going to go on stage and I'm not going to compete with another human being. I'm working with me. I'm comfortable in my skin. My body will get there once I start to really love myself. I will invest more in myself, but it really begins and it starts with you. You're not in competition with anybody. You are a unique. There's nobody like you on the planet. Once you start to remove competition, you don't have that stress of not feeling enough. And that's where the stress comes in, where you don't feel that you're enough, that you're competing with. You want to be like this person, but that person is that person. That's not for you. You know what I mean? Learn how to love yourself. Once you love yourself, the weight will drop off because you will invest in yourself. But there's a lot of people, due to competition, they don't feel enough. And that's where the stress and the drama comes in. But I invite you to really spend some time just revamping and rebooting your thought process and your relationship with your physical form, which is a gift. What you see in my physical form is my mental state. It's a mind spiritual body connection. I am more than the flesh. I am more than the sum of my parts. Once you start to love yourself and love up on yourself, the weight will drop off because of the anger and the hate, the trauma from childhood that you hold in your body. All that trauma bonding, it will start to drop off when you put more love in your body. Your body is like a glass, and what you put in it, it manifests. So I put a lot of love. I invest in myself because I love myself. I'm worthy of love. I deserve love. But you have to give it to yourself before you can give to other people. When I'm working out, I'm loving on myself. I'm loving my skin. I'm loving my heart. I feel the body evolving as my mind evolves. So my mind and my body, what you see is what my mental state is. Healthy. And I put that love and energy in my body. So I eat that food. I eat loving food. I get loving energy. So anybody that comes around me is that manifests that type of glow and vibration. We link together. It's a natural thing, like we've known each other for years. So there is no competition because we grow as a tribe and we enhance each other. So it's once you learn how to let go of old concepts of what used to be and you step into a new day, that's when your body will change. When you learn how to really love up on yourself and invest in yourself. And that's what I can honestly say. So I don't have an issue working out at the house. Because I'm working on myself. This is self-improvement. This is self-love, self-investing in me. So when I invest in me, whatever I do, I have the Midas touch. Everything turns to gold because there's gold in my heart. So you have to really spend time, and I invite you to spend time really reconnecting with your soul, reconnecting with the food that you put in your temple, reconnecting with the conversations that you have, how you feel about yourself in this world, this so-called reality, and how you step into your greatness. Why were you born? What is your purpose here? Because when you don't know who you are and you don't have a purpose and you're emulating everybody else, you're trying to fake it till you make it. Focus on who you are, because then you can be authentic and you can move in a sense of integrity. And people honestly are looking for truth. Right now, we are in some uncharted waters right now. People could tell fakeness from realness, and people are looking for that breath of fresh air. Because the world is changing. So movement, fitness is changing. People are not doing the whole fitness bodybuilding. They're not doing the big steroids. People are looking for the heart. They're looking because they want to feel. People right now are broken, and people want to be whole. So find that in yourself. Bring that to yourself. Feed your temple. The food is love. Feed yourself love and food. The food is just the building block for the physical form. It's you are what you eat. So everything that you see, fruits and vegetables inside of my body, is the building block for my skin. Because every 6 months your skin changes. The cells die and cells are born. So what you see is what I've been eating. The fruits you see the watermelon, you see the cucumbers, you see the pineapples, you see you'll see everything. It forms my teeth. My skin is from fruit. No flesh, no dead energy, no canned food, no preservatives. What you're seeing is all the fruits and vegetables that manifested itself in my body, and you're looking at the fruits and vegetables. You're actually listening to the voice of a pineapple, the watermelons, the cucumbers, the coconuts, and it's all water. It's all phytonutrients. So you're looking at life. And that's how I approach everything. Even when I'm working out, I don't have to prove anything to anybody, because I am complete. I am whole. I am enough. There's no competition. Because there's only one of me. There can be no other. And when I'm gone, I'm done. I'm not competing with anybody. There is no such thing as that's an illusion. So once you realize that, and once you spend time loving up on yourself, and you spend time finding out who you are, everything else will fall into place. But I invite you to invest in your health. And how I stepped into my life was that I started working on myself first and foremost, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Starts what you put in your body, the thoughts that you put in your head, the conversations that come out your mouth. I don't hang around negative people. I'm not doing the gossiping. I'm not concerned about what's going on. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to kill any animals to eat. I don't want to study war no more. I'm not about the killing vibration. There's life in this body. There's no death. So I hope that this was helpful for somebody, because a lot of you guys are approaching it in an old way of thinking of the world. This is a new day. It's not the same from when you was a child. We're moving into a new time. And if you are working and you're working at a mindset set of old energy and competition, that's obsolete. There is no such thing as competition. It's an illusion. Everybody is who they are, and everybody is an original. Everybody has a purpose, and we flow together. Everybody has a job that is their purpose. We come together as one unit. But I don't have any competition. There is no competition. I don't even waste my energy on that, because it's a waste of energy, because it doesn't exist. It only exists if the mind makes it so. So if you lock and load on that energy and you say, oh, I'm in competition, then you are in competition, because you manifest that from your words. So be very mindful of the words that come out of your mouth, because you're casting spells. There is power in the word. And what did they say? At first there was what? At first there was the word. So once you put that, that's why it's very important to set affirmation during the course of the day, because whatever you set, your day will go in that course, in that direction. So I spend a lot of time meditating, setting my energy and setting the tone of my day, and I go about my business. And I don't interact with people who are in a place of confusion. You see what I'm saying? Because misery loves company. So I wish them positive, loving energy. I wish them happiness. I hope that they find what they're looking for, but I don't interact when I see that. I just wish them well, and I move out of their way. That's it. No drama. I don't say that the person is good, the person is bad. People are trying to find their way, and I am not one to judge other people, but I know when to move out of the way and let them go. But it's something that, it's a work that we all have to do. Nobody's exempt, whether you're black, white, rich, poor. Everybody has to do the work. And that's what happens with fitness. So a lot of people don't take care of their health, and they make excuses for their life, and they play the victim role, and they wonder why their life is like that. Oh, well, why is this happening to me? Because you're not putting the work in. You're not doing the work. Once you do the work, and it's uncomfortable, but nobody's exempt from doing the work. You can't pay somebody to do this. Either you do it now, or you're going to do it later. But eventually you're going to have to do the work. So I chose to do the work now. So be mindful of that. So I just wanted to send some loving energy to each and every one of you. Make sure you stay hydrated. I'm waving. I'm going to try to read some of your comments. Then I got to go. I have a client. I have a couple of new clients. And I wanted to let you guys know, I do have a 30-minute consultation. A lot of people have been asking me, and I'm going to answer it. Yes, I do see clients. I have a 30-minute consultation just in my DM. Just type in the word fitness and set up a 30-minute complimentary consultation, and I could actually assist you in setting up and discussing your goals and setting up a plan for a healthy lifestyle. That includes, I'm also a nutritionist, and I'm also a fitness trainer. So if you need that, now for me, fitness is a metaphor for life, because you got to put the work in. So when I'm working out with my temple, my body, my avatar, it actually manifests my thoughts. So this is what my thoughts are in physical form, is what you're seeing is my thoughts in this avatar. Until I transition out of this body and move on to my next assignment, I am here to serve. As we do in Buddhist, and the Buddhists, we say that we serve man, we serve humanity. And each one of you are my brothers and sisters. So we serve each other for the greater whole of humanity. So we can uplift humanity. So our children will rise higher than us. So we are setting the tone for the next generation, so they don't have to go through what we went through. That's important, that we look out for the children. All right, so I'm going to read some of your comments, and then I have to get back to assisting clients. All right, so I'm scrolling. Shalom. Oh, you just got a trampoline. Nice. Fruit Warrior just got a trampoline. Bop. Big up, Fruit Warrior. Yes. Yeah, good morning. Just started following you the other day and been fruit-based. All right, so somebody's been fruit-based. That's warmish. Been fruit-based. Congratulations. All right, we got some warriors in here, some fruit warriors. All the protein powders, pre-workout powders, workout drinks, People invest in them. People invest in them, and so do the Food and Drug Administration. A lot of that stuff is not even regulated. Anybody could do a protein powder. Anybody could. They could do it in their kitchen. All right, guys. So I think I touched bases, and I hope that somebody got something from this communication. I hope that you move in a frequency of love and healing, and that you not only forgive other people, but forgive yourself. Forgiveness is the key to healing. So whatever happened, I don't know, but love yourself and forgive yourself. Forgive others who have harmed you, for they know not what they're doing. So spend this time healing. All right? So until next time, namaste. I'll see you guys next time. And stay hydrated. Peace.